Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and sometimes things happening in my real life. Today I have the long-awaited finale for this year's deck of panning. It's coming up, so stay tuned. Okay, Deck of Panning is a project that was created by Emily here on YouTube at Emily and Max. All the words in the wrong order. She was inspired by a booktuber named that goes by Books with Maddie, and this is a game-based project where you take a deck of cards and pull out 5 cards to start with, and then Emily has created a game board to go with it all. If you don't know how to play this yet, then you're gonna learn. As far as I know, Emily said this is coming back next year. I will have in the description link to her introduction from this year. And yeah, I can't wait to start next year. But let's talk about what I was working on this year. So I was working on 5 items. I feel like something's missing, but I don't think so. I was working on 5 items over the last month. So the first product I have in that was brought in, it looks like in August, was for the 2 of Hearts. And at that time, it was for the prompt primer. So I brought in the primer I was focusing on for most of this year. This is the Yensa Tone Up Primer, Essential Glow. My goal was to use this 20 times or finish it. I did meet my goal. I've used it 20 times. At the last update, I used it 15. Or in some, recent update. I'm sure it was the last update. I used it 15 times. Over the last month, I did use it 5 more times, plus. And I used it today, and it spurted air at me. And when I shine my light in there, there's just a little bit of product coating it. So probably when I have a small container available, I will cut this open and scrape out what's left. But for all intents and purposes, oh yeah, some's going to come out now. Sure, do that. It is a nice primer, slightly tinted, leaves your skin moisturized, but not any color. Anyway, I met my goal. I was going to say it's empty, but there's still a little bit left in here, which will be done in no time. So yeah, but I met my goal. 20 uses, did not finish it, but that's okay. It's like whatever came first, and 20 uses came first. I feel like I have eyeshadow everywhere. This is an everyday makeup look that I did before coming home to record. And this shadow, the reddish shadow on my eyes, I applied with my finger and then fluffed it with a brush, and I feel like it went everywhere. So if I have red in places that shouldn't be, sorry. Anyway, now my nose is running. Okay, moving on. The next prompt I brought in September was for the 8 of Hearts, and that prompt was primer. Sense a theme here? So I brought in my NYX Hydro Touch primer, the only other primer I have in. I did try bringing in an eye primer, but found I was already working on that. So I brought in the Hydro Touch primer, and my goal was to use this 10 times. At the last update, I'd used it 7, and over the last month, I've used it 3 more, probably 1 extra for good measure. So I met my goal on this one as well. And this one is just below the word touch there. So I have, about half of the thing left. So that one's nice and hydrating and light and kind of gel-like formula. Really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm not hurting for primers. All right, next up was in October, I brought in the 2 of Diamonds, and that was Change Suit. So I went with the 2 of Clubs, and that one was Pencil. So for that, I brought in this eyeliner from Tenace. It is their Divine Callow Kajal pencil. I am wearing it today, and it is just a creamy black eyeliner, and I've been wearing it That was terrible. I've been wearing it blended out. That's why it's not as, you know, crisp looking. Just this, I put it on, smudge it out, then put my eyeshadows on over top of it. That's how I've been doing my everyday makeup. And my goal was to use this 10 times, and I have met that goal. At the last update, I used it 4, and over the last month, I've used it 6+ times. Like I said, I am wearing it today along my upper lashes and my lower lashes, so goal met. The next prompt was last month in November. I brought in the 7 of clubs, and that was no pan left behind. So I was already working on my eyes project pan where I was working on all of my palettes to do no pan left behind. So I picked the Hershey's Special Dark to use no pan left behind ×2. And it is a really easy purple look palette you can get looks out of. It takes me like 2 looks to use all the shades in this palette. I did use them all twice. They're just really pretty easy for me to wear purple shades. We've got the pinky purple lighter ones up here and the darker bluey ones down here, and then 2 shimmers that are kind of duochrome, because this one like is blue and then it kind of goes that pink, and then this one on it, maybe it's not duochrome, maybe it's just metallic, but either way, I met my goal and used each shade in here twice. So that is a goal met as well. And then finally, last but not least, I gave myself a gimme glow, a gimme goal. Glow. Anyway, I gave myself a gimme goal, and for the 2 of spades, because it was a 2, I went with the 2-use goal, and the prompt was SPF. So I brought in my Sun Bum Face SPF in 70, and I gave myself the goal of wearing it twice, and I did that. Easy peasy. I wear this during the summer mostly as my daily face moisturizer lotion. That way I make sure I moisturize and I have SPF. That is why I'm so pasty white. So yeah, that was easy peasy. I used it twice. And that is it. I met all my goals for the end of the year. I'm super excited. Like I said, I can't wait to bring this back next year. So stay tuned, and I have lots of other videos planned for the coming year, as well as, you know, some more videos coming this year, like my makeup inventory. I've done nails, and I've done skin and body hair care and perfumes, but I have not done my makeup inventory yet. So stay tuned for that in the coming days. But until my next video, take care of yourselves, stay true to you, and you'll see me in my next one. Bye.